WWE has some big Roman Reigns plans, and I'm going to discuss what they're looking for, what they're planning for. Also, one top WWE star has signed a new contract. We're also going to talk about that in this video. So let's get it started. First, let's talk about this top WWE star that's believed to have re-signed with the company, because WWE, they continue to lock down talent to new deals, with a notable name being the latest to put pen to paper. That star? Well, it's Randy Orton. After being off WWE television for over a year due to a serious back injury, Orton returned to WWE television as a babyface in November at Survivor Series by competing in the men's War Games match. Now, since then, he's worked with the likes of Logan Paul and the Bloodline and Gunther. He's slated to challenge Gunther for the World Heavyweight title at Bash in Berlin, which is, of course, a rematch from the King of the Ring tournament, something in which had a controversial finish. If you recall, Orton's shoulder was up as the referee counted 1, 2, 3. Now, Fightful Select reports that WWE sources have claimed that Orton re-signed with the WWE. He previously signed a 5-year deal back in 2019. Remember when WWE was signing everyone and their mother to big money long-term deals? Well, Orton got his. And that kept him, seeing him under contract through the late 2020, until later of this year, right? So he signed in 2019. It was believed to keep him through 2024. That's what I'm trying to say. Because Orton missed so much time due to the injury, there was speculation as to whether or not WWE would actually add time to it. However, internally, the word is, according to Sean Ross Sapp, that he has a new deal. It was said that Orton agreed to a new 5-year deal that would keep him under a deal until late 2019. A WWE higher-ups was asked why WWE would sign Orton to a new deal instead of just extending the existing deal in which he already had, based off of injury time that he had said missed. And this person stated, not confirming that he did sign a new deal, but guaranteed money associated with contracts now is drastic shift from what it was in 2019. There have been changes to our live event schedule, touring, international dates, media obligations, merchandise, and social media that would be much more fair to just reach a new deal in many situations. Orton and WWE have yet to comment on his contract status. However, based off of the explanation in which was given, based off the fact that his deal was expiring, based off the fact that Randy Orton is one of the biggest names that WWE has right now and has created in the last 2 decades, and the fact that they have gone through numerous issues with talent contracts in 2024, whether that be Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Becky Lynch. She walked out because she wanted to take time off, right? You might as well get the deal done now instead of trying to push it back to a later date, right? Roman Reigns, yes, our tribal chief. Now, he returned at SummerSlam, ironically, the same event that Jacob Fatu had an injury scare, because during 2024 SummerSlam, Jacob Fatu seemed to get injured when he executed a splash off the top rope, sending Cody Rhodes crashing through an announce table. Now, after Cody's match with Solo Sikoa ended, which was a Bloodline Rules match with the undisputed WWE Championship on the line that had the likes of Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, the Bloodline, and many more interfere in said match, Cody Rhodes ultimately winning it thanks to outside interference from Roman Reigns. Fatu was assisted in leaving the ring, and following the event, Triple H stated at the press conference that Fatu was banged up a little bit. They were hopeful that it wasn't anything too serious. Fatu had been absent from the August 9th episode of SmackDown, which led to rumors about his injury. However, internal WWE source told PW Insider there was no need to worry about Fatu's health. Instead, they reported that he is actually expected to be back in the ring by the end of this month, which is August, which is actually great news. Now, Dave Meltzer noted on Wrestling Observer Radio, this is what he has been told. He said the plan is to keep Jacob Fatu away from Roman Reigns for now. The idea is that everyone has to make Roman look strong, and they want to maintain Fatu's unique status by not having him take bumps for Reigns. So he'll be absent whenever Roman is around until the right moment comes for them to face off. That's the current plan. He continued, I can't confirm whether he's injured or not, but everything happened was intended, especially in terms of keeping him from clashing for the time being. Excuse me. They want Roman to work with Solo first and then bring in Fatu later, which is pretty freaking obvious, right? Like, come on, Dave. That's pretty freaking obvious, because you've already had them have Roman interact with Solo. He's already took out the Tongas. Everyone and their mother knows that Jacob Fatu is a bigger star than Solo, and he has been since he made his arrival in WWE, right? It makes sense to do that. So sure, I can 100% see that. That is exactly what they need to go with. Like, I was at Tulsa SmackDown last week. Roman, it was his first SmackDown back on television since returning at SummerSlam. He laid out the Tongas, but him and Solo never touched. And, the speculation has been, okay, we're going to get Roman versus Solo at WrestleMania 41. I'm not so sure now. What if we get Roman versus Solo at an earlier date, right? So, like, this is my idea. You do Roman, Solo at, let's say, Royal Rumble, right? And then you could do a War Games match if you want to, and or just do Roman versus Solo at Survivor Series or Saudi Arabia, whatever, right, in November. Then you can do the Jacob Fatu match at WrestleMania 41, and then that way it allows WWE to do Rock versus Cody, which is a match they set up earlier this year. Both the guys have talked about wanting to do it, so I would assume they're going to. And then you can do Roman versus Rock at WrestleMania 42 if you wanted to, or you could run it back between Roman and Cody at WrestleMania 42. Either way, I'm good with it. Either way, it's a lot of fun.